All right. Well, we should be live. And hello. It's been a while since we've done this. A month, apparently.
I'm
Um,
still got it as Devika.
yeah. It just lags a little. Um, I have been unwell, and things have been happening. So we're finally back, and we are indeed doing Bloody Appalachia. We are doing another interlude story, though. So this will be out of the normal timeline. And today we have, let's start off with Bill. Bill, who are you playing today?
I'm playing Carlo Benvenuti. I am a connected mob guy, allegedly. 46 years old. I don't bother using an accent because I can't figure out how to do it in a way that would not be offensive to several groups.
Yeah. Richard, who you got tonight?
Hi, I'm playing Better Ratliff, and I'm a student still, farm boy student, leather jacket on and everything else, pompadour hair, generally, I was going to say cool guy, the Fonz, James Dean, or the Fonz or James Dean, one of those. Greaser.
Yes. Dion, who you got?
I am Berinda Cleason. I'm a 19-year-old journalist who is, really good at reading, except not as much as I think I am. And I almost always tell the truth.
Almost always. It means you're a really good liar when you decide to lie.
I have a gossip column in the paper.
There you go. Leaving one last member for tonight.
Yeah, hello. I'm in the Bird Whistle, elderly teacher of history, and I would be wearing my glasses under there, but then I won't be able to see anything, so I'm not doing that. No, I've been had a bit of a history with hooch and and smuggling and stuff, but we don't talk about that. But even though, if you want to nip, let me know.
Okay. So we're going to start off with the three of you in a sporty little car. It's the summer of 1951, August.
Don't have Ronnie with us?
No, you do not.
He died on the way home.
It's the summer of 1951, and August has been sweltering. It's been 5 days in a row of 100-degree heat, so you decided to beat feet and head to the mountains. You all have a common friend that goes by the name of Grandpa Abe. Who's got a nice home in the hills with a gigantic lake to swim in. Seems like a great place to spend your summer. So Edna is going along because Edna's the cool teacher, has kind of a shady background that the students just gravitate to. So the three of you are on your way on. I forget what route it is. Let me get back to
I should say on the.
Yeah, I've got it on the sign for Bloody Appalachia, actually.
Yeah, but I don't see it on here. It's not.
Let's go back to it for a second.
We're going to Lake Malice.
Well, anyway, it's you're on 81 and you're headed into the Appalachians. Actually, you're going to a point just Lake Malice, just shy of Aviation Hill, and it's you got the radio on playing all the cool hits of the time. And as you're going through, you just passed this little nothing of a town called Bloodworth Hollow, and you continue on towards Lake Malice. You stop there. Well, actually, you don't stop there to get gas because you're pretty sure you can make it. And Edna remembers there being a gas station just a little further along the way. Anyway, Bloodworth has got kind of a bad reputation in the area, filled with a bunch of yokels who are not very hip to the new things. So as you're traveling along, who's driving? That's really the question here first. Of the three of you. So Bill's not here yet.
I feel like it's Bitter's car because he's
probably is. Yeah,
it's like his project car or something. Or
yeah. Probably the body doesn't look so good, although it's painted real nice and has a really tweaked up engine.
Can it have a racing stripe?
Of course, it has a racing stripe.
Yes, it goes 5 horsepower faster.
White wall tires, of course. Yeah. Um, so you're on a narrow 2-lane that cuts through densely packed woodland. You're all friends. Probably none of you are directly Edna students. You probably all hang out with Edna. Let's be honest, probably do some drugs with Edna and definitely drink with Edna. It's shortly after noon when Bitter, the engine starts to make sputtering sounds and your wheel locks up. You pump on the pedals and you got sulfur smelling fumes coming from the heat vents, and the car starts to jerk widely across the road. Why don't you go ahead and make me that drive auto test there? Now, your character Bitter will probably be better than your
I was
actual
gonna say,
character sheet that you're using.
I have none in that.
Right. So let's do it as a +3, please.
Is it Dex?
It
Or
is Dex in this case, yeah.
Wow, I mean, it's still not going to be good. I think that makes it a +2 if I. I've
Oh,
rolled
look
a
at that.
20, or I've rolled a dirty
A
20.
dirty
Perfect.
So, wow.
Yeah.
There we
You
go.
manage to ride out the bucking that the car is doing. It turns this way, it turns that way. You're able to keep it in control, and eventually it just comes to a stop in the middle of the 2-lane road.
Reminds me
messing
of
with
some of
my
the turns
wheels.
I took over those mountains back in the day.
Yep. Now, Edna, you are the one more familiar with the area. You kind of sit up in the back of the back seat of the car. This is one of those no roof jobbies.
Okay.
Man, my brain's not working. What a convertible! It's a convertible. Um, and you stand up in the back seat and you look and you can just make out the sign for Wooley Service Station, maybe a mile up the road. And that's where you were hoping to get some gas before the final leg to Lake
Good
Meadows.
eyesight considering she wears glasses.
Mhm.
Oh, yes, there's a service station just up the way there. So we've got about a mile away.
So we will start the game there with the car just coming to a complete stop. It's not your gas Bitter. Your gas tank is still showing a good quarter tank, and you know for sure that it's accurate as you keep this well maintained.
Who's been messing with my machine? Was it one of you? Somebody popped the hood while I was in the bathroom at the last place?
Mm-mm.
No? Anybody else not see anybody messing with it? All right, well. I guess I'll have to pop the hood again and see what's going on.
All right. Why don't you make me a repair check here? Should be under what is it one? Mechanical.
I don't think I have.
It's been a long time since we done. Well, mechanics is a skill.
Yeah, mechanics. That's what it'll be, and you'll be a
so I don't
+3
have
at this as well.
any of that.
Yeah, so you'll be a +3, and this is based on intelligence.
All right. Well, in which case I can give you
Oh, wow.
an actual 20 for 26.
All right. You quickly rule out everything that it's not, as everything looks to be in fine condition, just exactly how you prepped it before this trip. So the only thing left is you pull the distributor cap and you take a look at the spark plugs, and there's some kind of corrosion. It's red, green, blue, salt-like mineralization that's occurred on the tip of the spark plugs. Never seen this before.
I've got to have a rag or something somewhere in my glove box, so I'll pop that open and clean the contacts.
Yeah, you scrub the contacts, and as this mineralization starts to flake up, unfortunately, so does the tip of the spark plug. Looks like the mineralization just ate through the tip of the plug.
Well, I don't think I've got any. Well, I check. Have I got? Did I think to bring spare spark plugs? Probably not.
Yeah, checking the
You
trunk
know.
out in the car. So this is what you have available to you in the other than what's on your characters that we went over beforehand. There is a first aid kit, a tire iron, a flashlight, a 5-gallon jerry can for gasoline, and a very simple mechanic's toolbox. No spare parts though. Since you checked the car out, tip to stern before you left, and you were sure that everything was fine.
Now, folks, this nice dog don't hunt no more. We gotta go get a new fresh spark plug from. I guess they might sell them at the gas station.
It's pretty common around this time to
Yeah,
get
so
basic parts at a gas station.
it's like we're taking a walk.
Yeah, no, we have to send an op car back off so they can recalibrate the computer to accept new spark plugs.
Yes, because we live in better times now.
Yes. You know, spark plugs are the DLC.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
I'm gonna move you guys over in Roll20 to a very basic map here. It's a quick walk. A mile isn't too bad, and now that you're in the mountains, it's considerably cooler than it was back in the city. So it's a pleasant stroll. You guys didn't pack any food either because you were just doing the stopping at gas stations because gas stations actually had decent food at the time. An automat here and there, a few coins bought you a nice sandwich or a slice of cake, and that's just kind of how you were doing. All of you guys have, I'm not going to say you're flush with cash, but you're not poor. For various reasons. Some more legal than others, but you have a fair amount of cash on you. So it doesn't take long.
Edna's wrapped up in her cardigan, which she was wearing even in the middle of the summer heat back in the day. It was just like, still so cold, so cold here.
So Woolly Service Station is a small 2-pump operation. It's got a double garage, a tiny convenience store area. There's a lone car, navy blue, 2-door Ford Super Deluxe sedan, sits in the front of one of the pumps. The hose from the pump dangles on the ground, and there's a pool of gasoline that you can see underneath the bottom of the car. And as you get closer, you hear banging from the trunk of the car, and that would be your character, Bill.
Yo, somebody let me out.
Oh, I'm gonna go check out the trunk.
Okay.
Does it open?
It's locked.
Okay. Do I have a bobby pin in my bag?
I would assume you would, sure.
As a young journalist, I'm assuming maybe sometimes I gotta do something naughty, so I'm gonna take a risk and see if I'm good at lockpicking.
All right, she doesn't have the skill, but does fake news have the skill?
No, I don't know.
No.
I think lockpicking is an actual skill.
I don't have
it
lockpicking.
falls under.
Okay, I can't remember. It's been a while since we played. Okay,
it has been.
I know.
Well, it's going to be dex based, so go ahead and give me a dex based roll.
There is a skill associated with it, but I can't remember what.
Yeah.
Okay.
No bonus other than whatever you have in dex.
Let's see. What was my dex bonus that's on my other page here? On my actual sheet. My dex bonus is a +3. So. Wha!
It's fine. This the locks on these cars are not, too tough at this point in time. You pop it over. Bill, you are in the trunk, the boot of the car. Your hands are tied behind your back. You've got chains across your legs. You just managed to bite through the cloth that was covering your mouth. You were about to be taken into the woods to be murdered by Frank Zarelli. He's basically the enforcer from the Gagliana crime family that you crossed, maybe unknowingly. But they stopped some time ago, hours ago, and you finally were able to get the cloth out of your mouth. And no one's come back for you until when the trunk opens. There's this pretty young lady putting a bobby pin back in her hair, looking down at you.
Hey, how you doing?
Subterfuge is the skill for lockpicking, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need help? I'm assuming you look like you need help. Let's uh
Wouldn't
uh
hurt.
Bitter. Can you help me pull this guy out of the trunk? There's a guy in here.
So, Bitter, I will reiterate that there's a pool of gasoline under the
Yeah.
car
Yes.
because.
I was going to hang up the
Yeah.
gas pump
Okay, yep.
while they were
Yeah.
working on the lockpicking. But yeah, I come help you out.
Hey.
What's the sitch?
We
Bitter
gotta
most
hoist this
definitely
guy.
probably
50
has a
spike.
switchblade.
Yeah, this guy's all tied up in here. Help me get him out. I can't pick him up.
All right, get him out. No, I can get you out.
Oh, the two of you should be able to get
I
him
do
out.
not cut him free yet. Hey, what's the situation before I cut you out? What you in there for?
It's a long story. There were these guys, and there was this money, and they just weren't making sense. So I took care of things, and they took offense. And I thought they were bringing me out here to whack me, but I've been here for what I'm assuming is a couple hours, and nobody said anything. So I don't even know what's going on right now. It's a magic trick. And I got stuck, and I
Oh,
don't know what happened.
you should be able to free yourself then.
I
I
should
sit
be.
down. I sit on the bonnet of my car, waiting for you to do your trick.
Well, your car's not here.
But
Oh no, of course I don't. I'd go to do that and then fall over. Ah, damn it! What? Where?
It's all a big misunderstanding. I'm really a nice guy. You'll see. I mean, if you guys help me out, I help you out.
Oh man, I mean you're in the back of a car. I guess you're no wet rag. I cut him loose.
All right. This is where you find out what you have on you, Bill. So your character has, let's see,
Brass knuckles.
regular clothes, and there's a shovel that was in the back of the trunk with you. That's it. They've taken your wallet. They left you with your shoes and the clothes you were wearing when they took you off the street.
You think we could take a spark plug from this car?
Yeah, sure. I don't
I
need
don't
it.
know if they're compatible, but we'll take a look.
All right. Yeah, Bitter, you pop the hood and you go and you pull the cap off and you're going for them and you pull the plug out and it's got the same problem.
Nah, man, this ain't no good.
Well, this is happening. I'm just going to go straight into the trouble and just go to the main
Actually,
area.
Bitter, since you had to go into the car to pop the hood, why don't you give me a where is it?
A notice-y type roll.
Yeah,
whatever that
the
is.
notice.
Well, whatever it is, I don't have it, so I'm just gonna.
Spot.
Everybody has it. It's wisdom is the bonus.
That's the spot.
Yeah.
The
Well,
spot.
then I don't have it, so I will give you.
You should have it, even if it's
Well, no,
base.
it's spot's not a skill. It's just a thing you do. Some
Right.
people get levels in it. So
I have a 0.
Okay.
So a 0. There we go. 6. I told you. I don't
all right,
have it.
yeah.
I can't see that.
Nothing noticed. But yeah, this really nice car, and it is a very nice car. It's got
This is a machine.
New Jersey plates on it, actually.
I think Carlo would want to go rifle through the car. Like once he gets out and he sees that those guys aren't anywhere around,
Yeah.
he'd immediately go to the glove box and different places to look for whatever he can find.
Okay. Well, there's a half-eaten pastry, cannoli, in the glove box. There's also $60 of brand new bills, car registration, and a pistol.
Pistol's going in my pocket. I assume it has ammo in it?
It does. Let's see. Astamod 400. It is. Okay, yeah. So you have 8 bullets.
Okay. any of the others are looking at me funny with this pistol, I'm gonna be like, just so they don't get it, so they don't come after me with it. That's all.
That's fair.
Now, this is a full service station, and this has taken several minutes. No one's come
Yeah,
out
I
to
was
greet
kind of
you.
wandering to the office going, Wooly, what's going on here? Wooly, what's going on?
Okay.
What's the situation? Why aren't you out here?
Well, the front door is opened. Woolly's service isn't much to talk about. There's a Coca-Cola machine selling refreshments. A countertop holds a few baskets of potato chips, cheap candy, mostly Turkish taffy and atomic fireballs. The cash register is open and completely cleaned out.
Oh.
There's a sign on the back wall that says 2-gallon gas cans, $1.50, but all the gas cans are gone. There's a phone hanging on the wall. There is some kind of receipt pinned to the wall next to it. But there is no one else in here. So on the map there, the shop is this part in here. So you come through this here.
Yeah.
This is the garage. The bay doors are rolled down. This is a closed door in the back. You've been in the shop and you know the owner. So like that's storage. And on the outside are the doors to get into the men's and ladies' rooms.
Wooly.
Yeah, you call out and no one's answering you. Radio plays in the background.
When you said the phone was on the wall, is the phone off the hook or is it on the hook?
No, it's just a phone like on the wall, like
okay.
You know.
I'm gonna pocket some pastries as I walk through.
No pastries. The only thing here that's still on display are bags of chips.
Only chips.
Yeah.
I'll take a couple of those.
Like, is the place completely looted?
Well, yeah. It looks like it's been wiped out.
Oh. Okay. Let's see if there's a soda in the soda machine. I'll put like $1 in or a quarter or something. Quarter, yeah.
Probably a dime.
A dime. I don't know.
Yeah. Soda machine works, and of course there are glass bottles that come out.
Ah, thank God. Is it cold?
It is.
Ooh. I save it for later if I get thirsty. Oh, is it like?
Oh, I'm sorry. There's potato chip bags and candy, Turkish taffy and atomic fireballs.
Oh, that's right.
That's what was left.
I'm gonna get like a handful of atomic fireballs, and I'm gonna put like some change on the counter.
All right, you go through. You pull out some of the fireballs, and you find that the key to the men's restroom is like at the bottom of the bowl, and it's got this long piece of metal on it, so that you can't steal the key.
Anybody need to use the bathroom? I found a
Just
key.
the men's, yeah.
To the men's room.
Hey, you guys are making a fair amount of noise. No one's come out.
Anybody need to use the men's room? No? Alright, I'm gonna go freshen up real quick, and then I guess we'll see if anybody can find a spark plug while I go powder my nose.
I say, hold on, let me run in and pee real quick. I'll be right out.
Okay.
Locked in a trunk for hours.
I hand you the key.
I run in and do my business real quick and come out and give her back the key.
Okay, yeah. As you were checking it out, because you had to fumble, you're not familiar with this place, so you're not exactly sure which one was the men's, which one was the women's, but the key only fits in one of the doors. The other one's locked. And it's actually very clean. No real amenities to it other than like some nice towels to wipe your hands off on. There's a mirror and again, a very clean toilet. But that's it. Hey, hold on just a second, guys. I'm sorry. Give me just a minute.
It's got to be a women's room. It wouldn't be clean if it wasn't.
Buddy, come on. Boy.
I was waiting for him to be like, yeah, it's really clean, other than the dead body. Okay.
Well, that's what I'm thinking we might see in the other one if we get in there.
That's what I'm curious about.
Sure, it'll be fine. There's nothing going
on. All right, so you pop in, do your business.
While he's doing his business, I'm just gonna look to see if I can find the ladies' room key.
Okay. So you just kind of look around. Well, go ahead and give me a spot check.
All right, let me roll, and then I'll tell you what my spot is. My spot is a +2 plus wisdom, right?
Mhm.
So I got a 16.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see it anywhere, but as you look around, what you find is the door that goes to the garage, and it is labeled that way, is locked. As is, give me a second here. The storage room is not. So that'd probably be you'd walk in there to see if maybe it was left there. There's tools, oil cans. There's car parts in here.
I found
There's
car
also a Betty
parts.
Page pinup poster unevenly hung on one wall.
Mm.
And you do find a whole box of spark plugs. Unfortunately, they're all corroded as well.
What in the heck? What is going
Mhm.
on here?
There's a filing cabinet. And there's a Sears radio in the corner that's quietly, that's where the music's coming from. Some Frankie Lane, Perry Como, Patty Page playing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But no ladies' room key.
No.
All right. Well, I'll just go back out and tell them, like, hey, all the other spark plugs in here have that same crap on it.
Well, that ain't no good. That's not going to get us there.
It's so weird that every single spark plug has this on it.
Maybe they just bought a bad batch. I don't know.
Yeah, but your car had it, this other car had it, like...
Must not be
Have we looked in the garage area yet?
No, the
So
garage
yeah,
is locked.
yeah, it's locked. Yep.
Right.
Yep. She tried the door. It was locked.
Can you do what you did to the... Can you pick the lock?
I could try.
I mean, they might have spark plugs in there.
Yeah. I'll
They
try
need
the
one to go
garage
on.
door first. That's
Okay. Yeah, outside and inside both. So you're gonna try and pick the garage door. On the inside, so there is kind of like a frosted glass like insert in the door, but it's got stuff on the other side, either grease or soot or something, so you can't see through it. And you try and pick the lock, and you are not able to.
I can't do it. This one's not as easy, sorry.
That doesn't matter.
You want to try? And I hand you the bobby pin.
Sure. I never want to back down from a challenge like that. I have
+2.
absolutely no skill in this, whatever it is.
Yeah!
I cannot do this.
You have a
+2, he
+2.
said.
Well, with my dex, that's a +1, so 7 as well.
Yeah, same thing.
I copy exactly what you did.
Yep. It's a really good lock.
Hey, get that shovel.
So, that's not my shovel.
Well, it
Follows.
is now.
All right.
See if we can break it. I mean, this place has already been
Yeah, if you
cleaned
wanted
out.
to use the shovel to break the knob off the door, yeah, you can do that. It takes a little bit, but you're able to. And what you see inside is interesting. Instead of a car, there's a black and green striped meteor, the size of a small car. It's got a hole in the side. It looks like it was burrowed out of. It smells very sulfurous and like burned chicken in here. Oh, wait. Burned chicken is probably because of those 5 horribly burned corpses that are laying around it.
Oh my Lanta.
Hey, everybody, come and see this. It's amazing.
Yep, let's have those of the 2 of you that were there looking in here go ahead and make me a courage save, please.
Yeah. Right. I have to roll under, right? I'm fine.
Yeah.
Probably not. Can't find if I could find my courage. Yeah,
Oh
definitely not.
no.
Okay. Roll me a d10.
I can roll you a 7.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's because something in your background in burned bodies is just giving you a. So basically, you're just stunned, reliving a past experience involving dead, burned bodies. just sit there
Time.
bemused, recollecting.
No, the barbecue. The barbecue.
Yes. Notable is that many of the corpses have helmets on, and they look. What clothing is left? You think they're soldiers?
Hmm.
I'm gonna write notes in my notebook.
Go ahead and actually, since you're the one there still cognizant of things, why don't you make me a spot roll, Jan?
Sure. Boop.
No.
You know what? I'm gonna use a survival point because I have them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a spot roll. How about 11?
Sure. One of these corpses is not like the other. One of the corpses has no helmet, and his shoes are sneakers and not combat boots.
Sneakers.
Although in his hand, he is holding an army combat knife.
I'm gonna point to the sneakers and be like, Carlo, do those look familiar?
Do they look like anything the people that took me were wearing?
Oh no, the people that took you would be wearing wing-tipped shoes from Italy.
I got no idea.
If you're looking in there, you were seeing everything else.
Oh yeah. So go ahead and make me a courage roll there.
I didn't tell you the truth of what was in here. I just wanted you to look at the shoes.
Okay, so I make a courage save,
Yeah.
Yes.
and that will be. Do I have any bonus? I don't think so. Oh no, I have a courage of 9. Sweet. All right, so it's just a straight D20 roll.
Yep.
You're
Hey.
fine. Burned bodies, nothing new for you.
It's all part of the job.
As a baker. Yes, you're a baker.
So it's
you can make me a spot roll as well.
All right. And spot, I have a +1, I believe. All right.
Ooh, nice. So, other than the one that is not a soldier who has a weapon in his hand, you notice that all the soldiers were not drawn and ready. Their pistols are still at their sides, although holders are awfully badly burned. But all their firearms are still at their sides.
Huh.
You said there's a hole in the side of the meteor?
Yep.
How big is the hole?
Well, the meteor itself is the size of a small car, so it would be like the size of a door in a small car.
I'm gonna look inside the hole.
Okay. It's a rock. It's odd that it's got pulsing green veins in it, but there's nothing really inside of it. Very, very strongly smells of sulfur.
But nothing like, I don't know. Is there like a hammer that I can break a piece off of the glowy rock with without touching it?
So the garage is full of basic tools, cans of oil. There's a first aid kit on the wall. And the tools are fine, but again, you see a box of spark plugs, and they all have the corrosion on the ends of them.
What the hell? It's an epidemic. All right, I'm gonna.
Do you have any knowledge in science?
Occult and paranormal.
No, never mind.
Okay. I can do a fuck it roll and see. Would that count or not with knowledge?
Yeah, you can. You're gonna need a very high roll though. It'll be intelligence based. Oh, that's very high.
That's I think I don't have any intelligence. So yeah, 19 flat.
Okay. It occurs to you that the tips of the spark plugs are made of a particular metal that the rest of these tools and everything else is not made of, and maybe it's a reaction to that particular metal.
Hmm. Do I know what metal it is?
Let me look it up at the time because I think it was lead at the time.
Hmm. That would make a lot of sense in the 1950s.
Mhm. Yeah, we're going to go with lead because I believe that's what it was at the time.
Okay.
But yeah, not commonly in anything else.
Okay. I'm just
Except for
gonna
the gas. There's going to be lead in the gas still.
I'm gonna get a rag and like a raw hammer, and I'm just gonna chunk off a piece of the glowing stuff and wrap it up in the cloth.
Okay, it does throw off a bit of dust, and I want you to make me a save here.
Okay.
This is going to be. We'll do this as magic, actually.
I rolled a 1, so I pass.
Yeah, you sneeze a little bit.
But
But otherwise, yeah, you've cracked a chunk of this meteorite off. So what is so everyone is there except for Edna. Of course, it looks like Edna is not with us right now. So
I mean,
all right, there you go.
I did call everybody. Well, I shut out. So
Yeah, you
gave
just reliving this moment in
Yep.
your past for a good solid couple of minutes, but otherwise you snap out of it.
Barbecue.
You're fine.
barbecue.
They said it was
Carlo.
They said it was
Oh,
sausages,
bitter.
but I opened it. It was a finger.
Sorry, wrong person. Bitter. Bitter. Hello? Hey. Bitter. Hey. Hey.
Yeah.
You good?
No, nothing. Keep me.
Oh, you're breaking up bad. Maybe it's me.
Am I? All right.
You're
No,
good
you're
now.
good now. Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't think I was. I think I was just saying words.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. This is weird. This is really weird. There's a phone, right?
There's a phone on the wall. Yep.
I'm gonna call 911.
You
Is
pick
that
up the phone.
yeah?
Yeah. And there's no dial tone.
Oh.
There's just this buzzing coming from it.
Buzzing?
Because like static. As a matter of fact, when you were back there with that Sears radio where the music was coming in, there was an awful lot of static coming through the radio as well. Music
Hmm.
will come through and then a burst of static and then more music.
I wonder if it's the ooh.
Oh,
I'm
is
gonna
Edna with us? I just noticed he's actually displaying Edna might be with us. I'm not sure.
Edna.
Jameis, are you there? Maybe not. Okay.
Okay. I want to see if I bring this chunk of rock that I broke off closer to the radio, if it gives it more static.
It does squeal. It's not the same
Ooh,
kind of
ooh.
static though.
Oh, but it does react.
Yeah, it does
to the
react. The radio.
Okay, interesting. Okay. I'm gonna put this away in my bag and remember that.
Mhm.
Write it down in my notebook. Journaling. Well, what do we do now? All the spark plugs are corroded. I think it's the metal that they're made out of. Um, do we go to
What?
that town we passed by and get
So you
help
guys
there?
are in the garage now, except for Edna, right?
Yeah.
So through this window right here, you just happen to be looking there. There's a silhouette of something very large just outside of that window.
Oh.
And the inside of the windows are all blackened, scorched.
Mhm.
So you can't see clearly, but there's the shadow of something just outside of this window.
Like what sort of shadow?
A
Is it
figure,
tree? Is
maybe?
it? All right. Okay. Could be.
Is it moving around?
Yes.
Okay.
Which window was it?
The closest one right there.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna rush outside. Hey, man, you got any spark plugs on you?
You rush outside and you just catch a glimpse of something mishappen. 2 legs, 2 arms, and kind of a no neck head attached to it, and it kind of limps into the forest line very quickly.
Hmm.
Hey, I live on a farm. I know what it's like to not look right. Lots of misshapen. I've seen lots of misshapen cows come out. It's not great. Hey,
Just then,
hello,
the
Judge.
radio bursts into wild squealing static that sounds like 1,000 crickets.
Oh.
And as that draws your attention, next to one of the dead soldiers, one of their walkie-talkies is apparently still active. And you hear, give me a second. Squad 99, report. Repeat, Squad 99, report. Do you copy?
Ooh. I pick it up.
Squad 99, report. Report.
I'm not Squad 99, but I found them and they're all dead. Where we came across all of their bodies. There's a weird meteor here and there's something outside.
Listen, ma'am, I am Commander Arnez. Will you kindly identify yourself?
My name is Brenda Clayson, and we are stranded. I think the meteoroid has damaged all of the lead materials, so we can't find a spark plug for our car.
Well, Squad 99, you said they were all dead. That was a 5-man squad. Are they all there? Repeat. Squad 99 was a 5-man
2,
squad.
3, 4. There's 5 bodies here that all have. Well, one has a knife, but 4 of them have guns and helmets. They look like they're in uniform, but they're all burnt, like fire, like bad. But the building's not on fire. I don't understand.
Well, on behalf of the American authorities, I apologize that you are caught up in these events. It is imperative you get out of your location. That place is going to be a target. You need to find a secure area. There's a factory 1 mile east through the woods. Shelter there until further notice. And then the line goes dead.
But the thing is in the woods. Hello? Hello? I guess they said that we're in danger and need to go to a factory. A mile to the east? Where's Edna? Edna? I go out into the main area
What has
looking for
Edna been
Edna.
doing this whole time?
In the
Edna-
Quebec and holding on to the toilet key.
Oh, okay. Let's do this as a side thing then, Edna. So you went over to the women's loo. There was no key present. How would you have opened the door?
Either it's the same key, or if that fails, go to the men's loo. I assume it's the same key, actually.
Okay. Actually, make me a D100 roll.
Okay. I don't have a macro set up for that. D100. Nope. Slash R D100. That's the one. Nope, it doesn't like that either.
Should be /R place 1D100.
Finally got there. 63.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't feel like the key fits exactly, but you cram it in anyway and give it a good jolt. And the door opens. In the woman's room is an unconscious man. He's bleeding from the head. He looks like he's cracked it on the sink. He's holding the large bar that's attached to the woman's room key.
This young man is the woman's room. What are you doing in here? Have a realize he's unconscious and have a look at him. I probably wouldn't recognize Wooly if it was him.
Okay. Well, you bend down and you start to attend to his head wound, or at least look at it. And he comes awake wildly as he swings around. Give me a second here. Missing you completely. But he seems his eyes are very wide in shock. Ah, ah, ah. Are you with them?
Is,
Are you with the Whiffins?
is this a young guy or an old guy or?
He's a younger guy, maybe in his
Okay.
early 20s.
Young man, this is the woman's toilet. You're not supposed to be in here.
I am the wizard Gumblebell. I will go where I need to be. Are you with the Whiffins?
Slap. Slap him. Give me a good old fashioned psychological illustration.
Okay, well, he's still kind of dazed, so he doesn't avoid it as you slap him very hard. No, no, really. I am the wizard Gumblebell. I come from the planet of Zagan. Look, the Whiffins, they're here. They're here. They'll bring destruction to your planet.
Now, this is just being silly. I put a lot of student pranks in my time, and but this is just going, no, this is not good.
He sees the doubt in your eyes. No, really. I came to Earth using the power of a rainbow crystal. It shattered on arrival, though. So you are a history teacher. Why don't you make me a roll based on intelligence?
Okay, well, I'm just going to roll and see what I get. That's not a high roll. So
No.
that doesn't sound like no history I've ever heard of. Well, come with me. We'll sort this out. I'm going to grab him and bring him over to the main area with me.
Okay. He's a little woozy. He's still bleeding from the scalp. And this is when you you lead him back into, you see the garage is open now and everyone's kind of crowded in there. And this is when the radio ends its broadcast as Edna comes in leading this person in.
I see the bleeding head and I grab the first aid kit.
Okay.
There's a reason to be in here.
So there was, I guess the army was on the radio and they told us that we have to go to a factory a mile to the east in the woods.
How do you know it hasn't been taken over by the Whiffids? It could be a plant.
I don't know what
An
that
ambush.
is. Here, hold still. They start
Is this
cleaning
one
his-
of your student things that you get up to these days? I can't keep track of everything. But with the hip and the hop and the.
Oh, that's right. Brenda is well read, but not as well read as she's lets others to believe. Go ahead and make me an intelligence check there.
Oh,
And do it at a
intelligence.
plus two because she
So
is somewhat well read.
So
In
do I
theory-
roll under my intelligence?
No. So whatever your bonus for your intelligence is.
0.
Okay, so plus 2 to that was a 6. So yeah,
6.
yeah, you have no idea.
I think he's on drugs, Edna. Here, just hold
That would
still.
also be possible.
Cleaning his head. But they said we're not safe here. We're in danger, and we have to go to the factory for safety.
He is dressed as a mechanic, by the way. The little patch on his chest says John.
Look at it. John. John?
I am Gumble, the wizard.
John Gumble. Okay. Well, John, it's not safe here. You should come with us until your head, situates itself. You had a bump on the head. I think
but
you got hurt.
my planet's been destroyed. I can't go back to Zagan.
Do you know where Wooly is?
Say that again.
Go ahead, Ed.
Do you know where Wooly is? I sounded very clear.
I don't know, Wooly. I just recently arrived.
Oh, he must be a new hire.
Oh, please, you have to help me. The Whiffins will take over this world. I seem to have lost my magical powers.
Okay. How do we stop the Whiffids?
They are alien creatures, scaly, lizard-like. They cloud the minds of men, but they die like any others.
Okay. Okay. I look at Edna and I'm like, all right, well, we're gonna get you help. They're gonna meet us at the factory.
Yes, yes, help! We must get help to stop
Yes.
the Whiffets. Here,
Yes.
let me cast a spell of protection versus this evil thing. He points to the meteor. He starts moving his hands.
The meteor is evil?
That is the vehicle of the Whiffets.
It's
Oh,
just a rock.
do I see the meteor now and everything else?
Yeah. Edna doesn't have to roll a courage save.
Yeah, Edna's seen some shit.
Edna's burned more bodies than are laying here.
Yeah, that's a new one, but yeah, I can see how it works. Yeah.
Sloppy work because it didn't completely destroy all identification features. Sloppy work.
I'll be right back.
I'm still outside looking for the thing that ran in the
Sure.
woods, shouting at the.
You want to try and track it
I
through
don't
the
know.
woods?
I'll have a look down to see if it left footprints, but I'm not going to follow them. So, you know.
Yeah, give me a spot check. Based on
Wisdom.
wisdom. D20 roll plus your wisdom.
Flat 12. So, a 12.
Okay, so you can definitely see where branches have been broken. There's a clear sign of a path, but you don't notice prints. So there's an obvious path through broken twigs that are, body height or so, but it didn't leave a trail of any kind on the ground.
Very light, maybe. I don't know. I mean, maybe I just missed it. I don't know. I'll go back into the others then.
Okay. While you're outside, though, you hear in the distance the sound of very high-pitched. Make me an intelligence roll. D20 plus your intelligence.
22.
Oh, for some reason, you know the sound of a fighter bomber in the air, streaking this way.
I've been going over the farm a few times.
Mhm.
Yeah, just all right. Well, I'll go inside. Hey, we gotta go. We gotta go. It seems like there's some sort of bomber coming this way.
That's why the army said it's not safe. They told us to go about a mile east to a factory.
Yeah, guys, let's make like trees and get out of here.
All right. Let me have each of you guys make me a roll a D100, declare high or low. We'll just go one at a time. So Edna, D100, high or low before you roll it.
Hi. Oh, no, wrong one. Cancel. Just behave. There you go. Just.
Okay. And let's see what Brenda gets.
High, baby, always high. Low.
Okay.
I'm in danger.
And Bitter?
I'm going low. 91, the opposite of yours, Dion.
Mm-hmm. And finally, Carlo.
I'm gonna go high. All right.
Okay, so two of you are just fine. The other two get slightly thrown to the ground as, in fact, a bomber races low across the horizon, dropping a fuel air bomb on the gas station. And there's an incredible explosion. The two of you that are thrown to the ground, roll 2d4. That's how much damage you take, and your ears are ringing.
Kids these days can't take a bomber run.
Mwop. Mwop. Mwop.
Ow.
That's what you get for being the young generation and not growing up around World War II and World War One.
God.
It's only the 1950s. We did grow up during World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we were too young.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like
I mean, we didn't fight in it, but I mean, we would have been around for it.
barely. You would have been young ones.
It's 1951, isn't it?
Yep.
So
Yeah, it was like
you're bad at maths as well as history.
Well, at least 10 years younger if you're now still. You would have just been young ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're knocked to the
Ooh,
ground.
you
Your
would have gone
ears are ringing.
through the turtles dropping cover.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
and,
yeah.
and the schools would have been
Cover,
dropping cover from the
cover.
turtle with the atomic threat.
There's an incredible explosion because not only was a fuel air bomb dropped on the gas station, but it also ignited the fuel tanks under the ground as well. So there's a terrific conflagration behind you there.
Ah, the barbecue. It's just like the barbecue.
I'm gonna go back and help Brenda because she's the one that got me out of the trunk.
Okay.
Thank you. Get up and hobble along.
Okay.
I'll just hobble along on my own then. That's fine.
Where to now is the question.
To the east.
Oh, actually, hold on a second. Let me see how the wizard fared.
He just dies.
You might. I'm gonna declare high. Oh no, he's fine.
I'm going to say I'm going to be looking after the wizard. I'm going to drag him with me.
Okay. You do see that he looks concerned about the two that were injured, and he's going through his pockets, and he looks befuddled as he pulls out like a leather wallet, like he was not expecting that, and he just kind of tosses it behind him. He's like, "I cannot find my wand. I'm afraid I can't heal you."
It's okay. I still have the first aid kit. It's fine.
I'm gonna take his wallet while pick up his wallet and pocket it while he's doing other things.
Okay.
Can I do first aid on bitter?
Yes.
Okay, I got a +3. So
It's wisdom based.
I got a 14 on first aid.
All right, give me a second. All right, first aid. So you made the DC, you're good. Okay, so D4 hit points is what you get back from covering up of scratches, abrasions, and such.
D4 to bitter. All right. I rolled a 4. Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, I can do reciprocal touching. As I
Oh, jolly geet. You would? Really? Honest?
yeah, something I don't know.
Yep. So it's a DC 10 for the first aid skill if you have it.
Or was it wisdom based?
It is wisdom based. Yep. There you go.
Well, yeah.
So D4 back in return.
Just the right places.
He puts a Flintstone bandage on your boo boo.
Not as good as you.
That's fine.
Just 2 for you, I'm afraid.
Oh, Jimmy Bitter, you're so good.
I knew you were going with Jimmy. This is the last time I've given you a ride in my car.
It's the pompadour. It throws me off. You all look the same.
Now, come on now. You can tell the difference between a Dapper Dan man and the cheaper pomades that are... Okay, so you guys are just basically sitting in the middle of the road. Down below you, the gas station has been completely burned to the ground. There's a crater there, actually.
So, which direction did we run in? Did we went along the road? Did we?
It said east through the
Just about.
forest to the factory, is what we were told by the army. Quote unquote army.
Yeah, the army.
He said, in the name of America, and I love my country, so I'm going to trust our military.
Still got a year or two to the Red Scare, don't worry.
We haven't had the disillusionment of Vietnam yet, so yes, you are raw American.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna head for the factory then?
Hmm.
Guess so.
All right, Carlo, you have pocketed the wallet, which he just discarded, not seeming to understand what it is, perhaps. Okay, so let me just move you guys over.
Drink.
It is an abandoned brick factory.
Hmm.
Maybe we can get some spare bricks.
Mhm. There's a sign outside basically telling you they closed their doors in 1911. So a good 40 years ago was this abandoned. There are various concrete buildings around. The first is a large windowless round building. That's the one out here.
Oh,
There's this tunnel here that's brick. It goes to the kiln
Hmm.
out this way. Perhaps you were told to come here because it is the concrete structures, cement structures, are still very much intact, and it would be safe.
so but are there other people around? As if we've been told to come here, assume other people are here.
Mhm.
I don't
You
know.
didn't bring the radio with you, did you?
Oh,
No, it went dead.
so you guys are approaching from this distance over here. So let me have everybody make a spot check.
Hey, funny do spot.
Right. I rolled a dirty 20.
11.
22.
Wow, actual 20. Jeez.
Edna and Brenda, for an abandoned factory, there is a lot of heat radiating off of this building over here, which looks to be like the old furnace.
Hmm.
You can kind of see the heat trail in the air, kind of like when you see gasoline on a hot day, makes those kind of vapor trails. You're seeing that just giving off an enormous amount of heat.
Okay. Interesting. That's still burning. Maybe somebody is here.
Well, you'd think so, because the army told us, if the army indeed told us to come here, they expect people to be. But they wouldn't necessarily need to fire up the brick kiln.
Maybe a smoke signal for help?
Not a lot of smoke.
Hmm.
Well, let's go take a look for no reason.
Yes, for no reason. Let's go closer. We walk into the trap, Bert.
Okay, you're heading to the entrance.
Yeah.
And Carlo,
Yeah.
you hear a voice that you really rather not have heard. It's the enforcer from the Gagliano crime family. He's talking to someone.
I'll like hold my hand up and make a motion to be quiet. I'm going to try to listen to what this guy is saying.
All right, you catch him saying, "Yeah, we'll burn them up real good. These flames got to be hotter. Got to be hotter. You got to get rid of the body."
Okay, so I'll turn around and in a low voice say, I don't want to alarm anyone, but the guys that had me in the trunk are in there, and they're the ones that are stoking up the fire. Do I know how many of them there are?
You're only hearing the one voice, but he's definitely talking to someone.
It's like there's got to be two of them, so we got to rush them and get them. I can take
Why?
out one, maybe both of them.
Why? We don't need to rush them.
Well,
Well, you have the gun, don't you?
yeah, if they see me, they're gonna try and do something.
I don't have a gun or anything that I can do.
We got a wizard. Jesus, apparently.
Yeah, you know how to do any magic spells? Kind of set fire to them or something?
He doesn't have his
Alas, my magic has
wand.
been lost.
Oh, come
He does.
on. You know that wand is just a focus. The real power is in you.
Carlo, he's crazy. Stop encouraging him. No. The wizard looks at me and I'm just. Oh, he's crazy.
You want I should go in and take care of this, and then you guys can come in? I mean, I understand if you're not used to that sort of thing.
Well, Edna's a badass. Maybe you can get the drop on him together.
What do you think, Edna?
That's, why are we expecting trouble from them?
Yeah.
No, why
Yeah.
are we?
They're the ones that had me in the trunk. They were going to take me out in the woods, make me dig my own grave, and then kill me.
Maybe they had a good reason for you. We don't know you.
So that doesn't affect me.
That's true. But those army guys, now I ain't too big a fan of the authorities, but I mean, it's not like the government will lie to us. So,
Right. Our country is real.
so we take these guys out. We can wait in the place where they told us
Why-
to wait. If we
Why do
don't,
we need to take them out?
I'm telling you, they see me, they're gonna freak out. I tell you what, is any of you?
Yeah. Cool. They see you. That ain't me. That ain't anybody else here. You and him, you and them, you got a problem.
Look, in the family, we don't like to leave witnesses. Okay,
Hmm.
just saying.
That's the thing to say, yeah.
Or
What
we
if
find somewhere else.
What if you hide in this structure, the round one, and then we go and talk to them for help?
I thought,
All right. I'll tell you what, and I'll hand the pistol and the bullets to her.
Me? Oh,
Yeah, just keep
Okay.
this on you in case you
Alright.
need it. You may not.
I'll put it in my bag, and I'll be like, "Here, take this," and I hand you the wizard.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, come on, bud. Let's go in here, and we'll head towards the structure they pointed out.
Which one? The circle structure here,
Yeah.
but not the
Yeah.
furnace. All right. So who's heading over to the furnace area?
The three of us are.
Yeah, Edna,
Okay.
Bitter, and
So
myself.
you can definitely hear one person's voice talking, as if he's talking to at least one other person, but you're just hearing the one voice.
Alright.
I've got one hand in my shoulder bag, just because.
I wait for Carlo to be out of sight in the
Mhm.
structure, and then I go, and as best as I can, as a damsel in distress, "Help! Help! Somebody! There's a monster out here! Help!"
Okay, a head pops out of the room, and a very well dressed man, over 6 feet tall. He's got very shiny shoes on. His clothing's a bit mussed, as he seems to have been getting like wood debris and chunks of coal that he shoved into his coat. As he comes out with a gun in his hands, seeing the three of you. He points his gun at you and says, "Now, not so fast. Who are you all? You with the cops? Rival
No.
family, I'll bet."
No, I'm Brenda Clayson. I'm just a girl. We got stranded, and there's a thing in the woods, and we came here to hide.
Make me a charisma check.
Whenever you say your name, Dion, it sounds like you can't remember. You're
So,
sort of making up something on the
if you've
spot.
got any
I
kind of
am.
skill in persuading, do that skill.
I think I do. I've rolled a 19 and then
Oh yeah,
persuasion.
yeah.
I have no, I have performance.
Performance that works.
So
Yeah.
I get a 21.
And for some reason, because Edna is nearby, your performance is even better.
22.
I was wondering about that. We've said I'll still get a feat. Yeah.
Yeah, just a couple of dames and a greaser. He kind of wavers with this pistol, pointing it over at over at the greaser for a minute. Shrugs and pockets it. Yeah, you should make yourself scarce. I'm on a mission for the bosses. Got to get this thing up going. Got to get this furnace going hot.
No, there's a monster in the woods. We have to hide.
There ain't no monster in that woods. He's muttering to himself as he's starting to pick up like discarded pieces of lumber, a few pieces of coal. The coal's scattered all over the ground, by the way.
Mm.
He starts to mutter to himself a little bit. It's like, yeah, at gas station. I was amazed. I ran into Luca and Clemmy, the Gaglionas. What were the odds? I was there to take care of a little problem. Yeah, and they told me they were going to bring some more folks that I need to disappear. So I got to get this furnace hot.
Oh boy. Well, I don't know about any of that stuff, but is there anywhere we could hide while we're here?
What'd you hide from? Hey,
The monster.
I told you, there ain't no monsters in these woods. Mobsters in the woods, yeah.
Just
So
because you
you
ain't
see this
seen
long,
it.
skinny white hand come out, grab his head, and
Hey, you with them army boys?
The
And
army.
he reaches down, touches his gun again.
I like look down at my outfit of a little yellow sundress, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, I think Luca finished them off anyway. Shot that soldier boy right in the gut. Got one of their field bags out in the tunnel. Yeah.
So you've got others here with you?
He kind of straightens up a little bit, kind of dusts off some of the charcoal that's on him and says, yeah, I mean, the boys are out here getting it all ready. Getting all ready for the bosses.
Look around for the boys.
Where?
Yeah, you
Where
don't
are
see
they?
anybody.
Where'd they
Yeah,
go?
Frank's down in the tunnel. Yeah, don't you worry.
What tunnel?
So there's this long tunnel here that runs right underneath. This is how they would deliver coal directly to the furnace here. And so, like, yeah, most of the top of it's broken and exposed, but yeah, there's a long tunnel that runs out into what used to be a huge coal heap over here.
Hey, boys, you in there?
How far away is the tunnel from this? Because I don't.
I think we're pretty close to the.
Yeah, you're very close to it.
Yeah.
You guys are basically just talking outside of that building right
Walking.
there.
Yeah.
Where's an entryway to it? Is it on either end of that?
Well, it used to be enclosed, but the tops of it are shattered here and there.
Oh, it's like a trench then.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's more of a trench now than anything else.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna.
Well, look, if you ain't with another family and you ain't with the army, what you doing here?
I told you we were running away from something and we came here to hide.
It's not a great place for that.
Yeah,
Look, the bosses are going to be
tell.
bringing truckloads of folks that need to disappear. Now they might take it into their heads that maybe you need to disappear. And you're such a pretty dame. I'd hate to see that.
Oh, please don't make me disappear. Can we hide in the tunnel?
Well, you want to go talk to Frank? Go talk to Frank. It's none of my business. Look, I got to get this furnace up and going. Hey, you greasehead! Why don't you give me a hand here? Could be some few bucks in it for you.
Sure, why not?
Oh, great! Yeah,
I'll
just
give you a
these
hand.
chunks of coal on the ground here, and that broken off wood you can find. We got to stoke this thing up nice and hot.
All right.
What temperature does bones burn at anyway? Got to get it real hot.
Edna and I'll go hide in the tunnel then. Thank you, sir,
Hey,
for...
you go entertain Frank.
Thank you. And I go motion to Edna. Come on.
Yeah. Fair enough.
All right.
All right,
guys
I'm
jump in the
gonna
tunnel?
start putting stuff in there. then.
Okay, yeah, you
Loading
see
up.
that he has gotten the huge furnace going, not in the way it was intended to, and Bitter himself would have a mechanic skill. So why don't you roll that for me? Intelligence +3.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
18.
This thing has been sitting here for decades. It's not in great shape. He's not got it burning in the way it was intended to. Offhand, you say there's a 50-50 shot this thing's going to explode.
Yeah. I start loading it up,
Mhm.
and then, hey, what's that in there? Is there something? Right.
He grabs his gun and he's like, "What? You see some of them army boys again? Point them out!
No,
Point them out!"
I'm pointing into the furnace, the fire that's there.
Right. Yeah,
What's that there?
in there. What do you see?
In there? I don't know. Come take a look.
Make me a charisma check.
Yeah.
What's your
Bitter
strength?
is a charismatic fellow, so we'll call it a +2.
I have a
whatever.
+7 in persuasion
Oh
already.
wow! So even
And
more.
I have
Yeah.
advantage on it, so
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna make one roll like that. There's a 22. I can
He
go
comes. He's
again.
got his gun out and he approaches it. And he's looking in there. He's like, "What do you see? What's in there?"
I'm not sure. Can you see it? And it's kind of.
Oh yeah,
there,
yeah. He
right
gets in
there.
front of you. He's
And
like, "Oh,
then
what do you see?"
I push him in.
Yep, we all saw that coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you initiative because you faked him out. So let's see. Probably do this as a melee combat test, and if you succeed, you'll push him in. So
Right.
D20 plus your strength.
Don't forget you do have survival points for this.
Yep. Okay, we'll just strength plus. Is there anything else for that? No, there isn't, is there?
Just
I
D20
can't
plus your
see
strength,
you, so
unless you
then-
have any of the combat skills.
Athletics, but I don't.
Yeah,
if
you know
I
what? I'll
can.
take athletics. Sure, you can kick him in, you can punt him in,
Push
you
him
can
in.
slam him in, whatever.
I do some American football.
Yeah, there you go.
style. Wow, that is. I spent
Yeah.
a survival point because.
So, well, a 10 is actually good enough. He's not wearing any kind of
Oh.
armor. He doesn't get his dex bonus because you faked him out. So you give him a good tackle and push him into the furnace where he starts screaming, Frank! And before he just goes up very quickly in the very high oven.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're down here talking to a skeleton that used to be called Frank.
Yeah, meanwhile, yeah, you guys, you actually hear some static in the tunnel, like a radio, and then you hear a voice.
What's the voice saying?
We are going into the
Static's
tunnel.
really high.
Yeah.
You said a what? I'm sorry, Bert.
The static is like really, really noisy,
Okay.
but you can kind of hear a voice. It sounds like a voice coming over a radio almost.
Yeah.
Oh, I go further down the tunnel to the source.
Okay. And there is an army bag here, and another one of their comms units is on, and you can hear a voice coming through, the same commander's voice you heard earlier.
I pick it up. Hello?
Identify yourself, please.
It's Berinda Clayson.
Brenda, I'm glad you made it to safety. Your location, though, currently is unsafe. It will become a target like the transportation station. We military authorities of America plan to destroy your current location as it is contaminated.
Contaminated.
If
Where
you
do we
will
go?
move to your west, less than a mile, you will find a home there. Please move to this location.
West. We just came from the west. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes,
And then
sir.
the static just it
Like,
just fuzzes everything else out.
Edna, we gotta go.
Okay, Frank.
I grab Edna and I'm running
Yeah,
out.
I'm
Like,
calling it
Yeah,
for
so
Frank.
when you say Frank, in the dim light of the tunnel, you do see someone slumped in the tunnel. It is a well-dressed man who's taken some, well, he was stabbed in the gut. He's
ooh,
quite dead now.
Okay. Yeah.
he'll get better.
Okay.
Is there anything in the bag actually before we leave?
Yes. Let's see. In the bag is another, let's see. There's a Colt Government 45 pistol, bandages, a bottle of suntan lotion, 2 cans of sea rations, a gas
Mm,
mask,
mm.
an MK1 grenade,
Okay, I take the bag and
and
run
then the
in
field
Edna.
walkie-talkie.
Yeah,
A
I
man
take
could
the
have
whole
a fun
bag.
day in Vegas with that kind of supply.
Oh yeah, let's go have a fun day in Vegas.
So, Bitter just killed a man by immolation, which I'm
Mhm.
sure, is fitting his
Bet you do.
background. So I'm not
It's the
going to have him roll
barbecue. The
anything for that.
barbecue.
I
Perhaps
try.
he's related to somebody in Bloodworth Hollow, likes his
Mm.
barbecue.
Ooh.
So yeah, I was going to go outside and just wave at Carlo. Safe now.
And we come running out, and I'm like,
Not
"Go,
safe. Not
go,
safely.
go! They're gonna bomb it again. They're bombing the
It's
place.
what?
We're
I
going
know.
west again, like
It was even
almost a
more piss off
mile."
because she didn't even say where we were, and they knew where we were. That was piss off, I thought. The army of America.
Sounds like you all move faster this time.
Yeah.
Listen out
Okay.
for the same whistling that I heard before.
You don't hear the whistling that you heard before, but instead you do see something fiery streak through the sky
Oh.
and crash to the ground in the direction you were supposed to head.
Oh no.
In the direction we were supposed to head.
Yeah,
Like where we're
I'm-
supposed to go
Yeah.
now.
So, hey, did you see that? It went over there.
Yeah.
It's a Whiffet invasion! I need my wand!
What? Is there like a tree nearby? There's trees.
Sure.
I break a branch off and I hand him a branch. Here! Come on! This place is about to get bombed.
No, it isn't. Or maybe it is, but they bombed over there. I
The
don't know.
radio just told us.
And we just saw the thing come down over there. I'm staying here.
I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe if we stay in the round thing that Carlo's in, does that look like it could withstand a blast?
Of the type that just happened at the gas station, no.
No? Alright, no. I don't think this is a good idea. Maybe we should head into the tree line a bit.
If
Just a
anything,
safe
should go
distance.
east more.
More east?
So in the direction of whatever just came flying through the air and crashed, there is a green glow.
Ooh.
It's like a color from out of space.
Yeah, so maybe we do just keep going east instead. But the army wouldn't lie to us. They're here to protect us.
I share a look with Carlo. Yep. That's 100%. We believe that. Yep.
Am I there now?
Yeah, we ran to you.
Yeah, you all ran. Yeah.
So do we just go further east then instead? You think?
Man, I don't see why we can't just stay here.
Because they said they're
No.
about to bomb it.
And they haven't. And they did bomb over there.
Uh,
think
Well,
that-
something landed over there.
and there's a green light now, like the meteor.
Yes.
Which might be how they bomb things. I don't know.
Do you hear a ship F2 bomber?
No, you don't. Yeah, you
I
don't
don't
hear
hear one
that.
again. No.
Maybe we just hide out then. I don't know. If we hear it, we can hightail it.
I mean, we only got a little blown up last time, so I'm sure we can survive again.
How far away are we from Bloodworth itself? Because it was close.
Good 15 miles or so.
Oh wow.
Is that to the northeast, west, south?
Be to the south.
Okay.
It'd be easy enough to get back to the road and just follow the road to Bloodworth if you want to do that.
Yeah, I think we should just head over to Bloodworth. That's at least a solid place where we know where it is and people are and stuff, and it's away from wherever the hell this is.
That's a good idea, Edna.
Might be a hell of a trek, but
Hey,
Okay.
wizard. Did you tell us your name, wizard?
He is testing his new wand as he waves it about, incanting.
It's
was it
John.
Brindle?
Yeah, I know
Brindle
it says
Fork
John
or
on his
something?
thing.
I am Gumble the wizard.
Yeah.
You keep saying these things are invading and going to kill us all. How? How do they invade? What do they do? What's
The
going on?
lizard men destroyed my beautiful planet of Zargon. They're here to take over the minds of all men. They will replace the people of power. They will make themselves part of your society. They'll destroy you all from within, just like they did to my planet.
How do
Wait.
they?
They disguise themselves as people of power?
Yes.
Oh my god, they invaded the military.
Yes, that's right. The Whiffins would do that.
We should go to Bloodworth.
So
So we're actually traveling with David Icke. Okay.
Something is rising from the green glow, a fairly large form. And all of you start hearing in your heads, I have awakened from a millennia of deep sleep. At last you see my true form. You shall accompany me to the cities of this world and speak the glory of my name, and you shall have help, for hundreds of my progeny are arriving imminently. Come to my presence. Everybody make me a magic save. The form is gigantic. It's 20 feet tall. It has spaghetti thin tentacles that whip all over the place.
I start running towards it.
And you are seeing this from a distance. Yes, if you fail, you start moving in the direction of the green glow.
At least it wasn't a giant frog like last time.
Yeah.
No, you're the only one who fails, I believe.
Yeah, because my magic sucks because I've been battling it so long.
Right, so Edna starts heading in that direction.
I could spend a survival roll, I suppose,
You
but
could.
I'm not going to bother.
Yeah.
What the hell? I don't care. This is a one shot.
Come to me, my minions. Subjugate yourselves before me.
Here comes a 60-year-old woman. Woo, on the side. Magic boy, wizard boy. Does he survive?
Actually, the wizard boy rushes after you. Says, "Wait, Edna! I will protect you from the Whiffin."
Dion didn't roll.
Yeah, he did. He got a 1 right above you.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought I was the first one to roll. All right, cool.
I rolled in that one, yeah.
Yep, cool. Just me.
I'm gonna not go in that direction. And I think I'm gonna go with Edna's original idea and go to Bloodworth. Like to the road. What do you guys think? What should we do? Should we just leave Edna? I mean, she was like a really cool lady.
Can we? How far away?
Edna moves like a geriatric that she is.
Yeah, okay. Run over there and grab her. Hey, hey, old lady, your eyesight isn't very good. You're heading in the wrong direction. It's this way.
Gumble actually puts himself between you and her, saying, "No, no, she goes to fight the Whiffids. I will be her champion. We will take down the Whiffid commander. It's the only way." He
Hey,
waves
hey,
the stick in front
man.
of you in complicated
I
gestures.
just cast Fireball on somebody over there. Get out of my way, or I'll do the same to you.
Right. Yeah, so he's not moving.
I go around him.
Just go around him. All right. Well, he spins the round trying to incant something at you as he points the stick at you menacingly. Edna, by the way, you know, hey, whoever this voice in my head is sounds awfully cool. let's
Yeah.
throw down authority, which, you know, actually, Bitter, throwing down authority doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Yeah. But not to put somebody else in charge. That's what you do.
Well, those two are going off. I kind of look over at Carlo. Like, what do we do? You're muted.
Sorry. I'm all for getting back to Bloodworth, but we can't very well leave Edna alone now, can we? That just ain't right.
Edna's not alone. He's got a night with her.
Okay, all right. This is bad. This is bad. I go up behind Edna and I go, "I'm sorry," and I pistol whip her in the back of the head.
I am already going over to grab her and bring
are
her
you?
away.
Okay.
That was the whole point. I mean,
Right.
you can pistol whip her
So,
as well
you're
while I
closer.
hold her.
So, you're closer. We'll see if she fights you, and by the time I get there, I'll pistol whip her.
So, you have complete control over Edna,
Yeah.
other than the fact that she does want to go in that direction, but you're not like
No,
you're not
going the wrong way.
enslaved or
You've lost
anything.
your
You just think
glasses.
it's
You
a
can't
really good
see
idea.
the correct
Come
direction.
on, let's
It's
just
that
get
way.
over there.
It's
really
not that
good-
way. You're going the wrong way.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
other
the
way.
wrong way. This is the way
You
to go.
can see the tentacular figure floating in the air right there.
Yeah. Ain't that wonderful?
No. I look at Bitter and I wait for the cue. Like,
I shrug. Did my best.
pistol whip Edna in the back of the head.
Roll an
Whack!
initiative.
All right.
And this is why you're my number one
D6?
gal.
Is it a D6?
Yep.
All
If
right.
you're trying to get, I mean, she's got enough hit points. It's not going to be one shot
Yeah.
down.
I rolled a 5.
All right, go ahead with yours.
My what?
Let's see who goes
Initiative.
Oh, initiative.
Oh.
first. Initiative, yeah.
What do you roll for initiative?
D6.
D6. Plus
Don't
your
you have
initiative mod.
I only have a +1.
Okay. I have a chance. Oh, we tied. Do we go off decks? Because mine's +3.
I think it's more fun that it goes at the same time. And I don't think
Okay.
anybody knows that Edna has a gun on her.
Yeah.
So you're trying to just beat her unconscious. So go ahead. You go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Roll to
I
hit.
am trained in fighting stuff, so let's do. If I'm pistol whipping, it's a strength, right?
Yeah.
So 12.
Okay. Edna, I think your your AC's base is 10. Do you have a dex bonus?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
so
yes, I do. I got a +1. I got an armor of 11.
Okay, so it hits. So you reach it. Actually, wait, no. Let me check something. I think in
If
the
it ties,
system you
I-
actually have
It's
to
a
beat
12. It's a 12.
Yeah, I
versus
rolled a
11.
12.
it. Oh, you rolled a 12.
So-
Okay, so moot point. So you hit.
Okay. How much damage is a pistol whip?
So it's like a
Not
club.
much.
So a club would do like a D6.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got plenty of hit points compared to that.
4.
Okay. Yeah, so at the same time, what does Edna do?
Well, I think she would have been caught by surprise though. She wasn't expecting to be pistol whipped. That's the thing.
No, the initiative the initiative was the
Yeah.
same, so neither side was surprised. So you see the pistol coming.
Yeah. bring my own out. Look, 2 can play at that, dearie. Let's just not bother with that. Let's go over there and. So I'm just more threatening her with it, saying, "Look, I can if I want to do something really nasty."
Okay. So you hit the old lady across the head, and she just
Mm.
shrugs it off and pulls out a gun. I think is that what you're
Yeah.
threatening with?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got
Not a
my own
gun.
one. This is not going. Let's not get into a gunfight here. It's not going to go well for you.
All right. All right. Go. Go. Sure.
Gumble says, "No. She's right. We must all go. It's going to take our combined power to take out the Whiffids." You can see it with your own eyes. It's like, look.
I don't want to go that way.
Look, if we just humor the guy when he turns out to be just crazy, not knowing what he's talking about, we can go the other way.
Well, see, you can believe he's crazy, but he's pointing to something you can very much see in the air.
Yeah, the giant
Yeah,
thing that's there.
but he's saying going fighting, and then it's not acting like she's going to go fight it.
Yeah, she's gonna go help it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. Here, high, I go with that now. Low, I run away. All right, I'm running away. I'm like, I'm going to Bloodworth.
All right.
I
Hit the interstate.
Yeah.
Riff, what are you doing?
And Carlo, what are you doing? What are you guys doing?
Breath. Well, I was trying to stop you from going, but
Yeah.
that
Well,
is not work.
at least you're doing something more physical than just trying to.
Yeah. And the old lady pulled the gun out too. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I mean, if you want to go and give all your money to preachers or whatever.
Strange tentacular beings asking for all your life savings. That's all. That's on
I
you.
can't stop you from doing that, but yeah.
Carlo?
I mean, I'll remember you fondly. Walk the other way.
Oh, Bitter, I knew you'd make the right decision.
Yes, all of you. We must destroy the Whiffids, please. Your friend here has a mighty wand in her hand that will help, but more will be even better.
Nobody's going. Well, nobody's heading your way right now.
Hmm.
Other than that.
Yeah.
Edna is heading that way. Yeah. But...
Carlo, are you gonna come to Bloodworth with us, or are you gonna follow the old lady? You're
You are
muted again.
muted.
I'm gonna follow the old lady.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
So Carlo, Gumble, and Edna head to the luminous tentacular being, which as you get closer looks nothing more than like a gigantic eyeball with spaghetti thin tentacles all around it, with a massive maw underneath the eyeball itself.
Oh my god.
And as you get closer, Gumble strides forward with his stick in the air and starts incanting. Be gone, Whiffid! You will not take this planet like you destroyed mine!
I'm gonna pick up a big rock and throw it.
Pick up a big rock and throw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
At what?
At the big eye.
Okay. I don't know. You may have thrown it at the wizard. You may have thrown it at me. I don't know.
No.
Who's got the grenade? Just wondering.
I do.
Linda.
I have the bag.
Yep.
Okay, give me just a second.
Of course, if the big tentacular monster wins at this point, it's going to come somewhat distort history of Appalachia.
A little bit.
Nah.
Cut back to the present day, and we're all just there under the thrall of a big.
Okay. All right. So Carlo and Gumble start attacking the creature. Carlo is just throwing various things at it. Gumble is waving his stick around with grand gestures. And as you're running, did anybody grab the stuff that was found in the tunnel? Was that also you, Brenda?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have the whole bag.
Okay. So the field communication radio breaks open again, and there's a different voice, and it doesn't sound like it's directed to you. It just sounds like you're on the channel that it's on.
Mm.
This is Air Force Colonel from McGuire Air Force Base. Target is in sight. I say again, target is in sight. Fuel air bombs for deploy. Are we a go? There's a shh. You are go, Commander.
Woo!
I grab Bitter and I'm like, go, run! Because he probably definitely heard the radio.
Yeah.
I started running.
Okay, so you have the scene where you're running down the interstate, and there's this gigantic explosion behind you as you're thrown forward.
Much bigger than the last bombing run.
Yes,
Oh,
as the
God,
actual
what's going on?
military bombs the location,
Woo!
with Carlo, Edna, and Gumble
Don't not
reduced
survive.
to your base molecules. Yes, along with the threat, however.
Yeah.
Your sacrifice was not in vain.
Yeah. So next morning, come breakfast time, everybody groggily gets out of bed. You all had this very strange 1950s. It's probably in black and white, and it probably ended with radioactive ants coming over the hill after the bombing. Everybody except for the professor, who I believe doesn't dream
Yeah, I got no idea what
Well,
you guys are talking
One
about.
of
because
those
of the
things. You don't know
concoction of
what we do.
drugs that the professor is taking.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's right.
I'm just lucky that
Yeah,
way.
you are
Fortunate.
discussing this over waffles and various
paper.
breakfast meats. Why don't you roll me again your versus magic for anyone that's ever failed against the meat?
Oh, ever failed? Not me.
I don't think I've ever failed either.
You have, but you
You
don't
have
remember.
repeatedly.
Yes, you have.
Oh,
Bill.
I actually make it.
Oh,
I
you're
made it
fine.
this time.
You have the usual.
Oh, I got it spot on.
Oh, no.
Bill, you were just craving bacon this morning. You're not sure why. You've got to have it. Got to have it.
I eat a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, you share thoughts of this concurrent dream that you all had. You kind of place where you were in the dream, where you were on 81, where that gas station would be. So yeah, it's another site that you could possibly go and see what's going on there. Get some film roll for your TV cable series.
I think we should go there next.
Mm.
And here's where an old lady got blowed up.
Yep.
And you just want to see something from 30 years ago? I mean, that's not ancient history or anything.
Again, it is comparing notes. It was a very vivid dream for those of you that got the dream. You remember names, you remember the faces,
Mhm.
all that.
No, Veldekin or whatever the hell the name of the thing was this time.
I want to ask Flo if there was like a Ratliff or a Cleason family here.
Oh, the
Maybe.
Ratliffs. Yeah.
The Ratliffs? Where they live?
Well, they're in Aviation Hill, I do believe.
Oh,
Fairly old
interesting.
family, been around for a while.
Yeah, like since around the 50s.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I'm not that old myself, dear.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. You're a modest 27, like, you know. Hmm. All right, well,
Yep,
we
so
know.
the Ratliff family is around still.
So we can go question them. Maybe they passed on a story.
That's true.
You all want to go chasing your dreams.
I mean,
Yeah.
Brenda kept a journal in the dream. Maybe we could find her journal. don't know. Who knows?
Well, for our story, you guys have been here a little bit over a month. You've got a little bit over a month to go before the winter break is over, and you are due to hand in what you have for your cable show.
Yep.
So you're getting down to the wire as far as getting enough time to getting good segments in and getting it all, do your post production to make a good show out of it. You're supposed to get an entire season out of this.
I don't think Professor or Chad care about that side of it, to be honest.
Well, we just get paid to be here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we'll get more if there's a commission another season. So
We
they
could also
care
like
about that.
fill in the blanks in between for each episode with like us talking about it and all that. Like,
True.
yeah, we can do that in post.
Got to get narration done. Got to
Mhm.
fill in the bits.
Yeah.
I love the fact that the drug pusher is the one who's not having the dreams.
I have my own dreams. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
He takes those pills to make sure he doesn't dream, you see. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So there we go. That was a little interlude scene just because I wasn't sure we were going to get everybody back together tonight. But we are going to wind this down, and this will be the last story arc of our Bloodworth Hollow. So you guys, your characters should be thinking about making sure they have good film footage and good stories to put into their possible cable show. Yeah, just throwing that out there. You got a lot of things you can investigate. You still have like the whole community of folks that are kind of like odd Amish people. You've got these recurring dreams that have very real places here in the area that can be looked at. You just finished with the quote haunted hotel, finding out that it is one of the safe locations for the drug gang, who at least the upper tiers of that biker gang are fae creatures.
Well, so they say. It's not like we've ever been to Fae Realm or anything, so they could say it's just some biker guy with some weird tats.
Yep. All right. So there we go. Anybody got any plugs they want to do? Richard, you got anything?
Hi, I'm Richard, and it really was not worth it to wear this leather jacket in this heat, just for the one thing. And if you want to see other things that aren't worth it, well, you can watch me play video games here on Twitch under LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now.
Limited
time
offer.
No vowels.
No vowels.
No vowels.
Bill, you doing anything with the Frog Gods right now?
Absolutely nothing right now. Yeah, it's a bit of a blank spot for me on RPG streaming. thing.
Cool. And what about your blog there, Edna?
Yep, Edna has a blog of her very own. I think the last thing I talked about was some demos, some good, some bad, for video games. And I'll be, got some other movies I'll be watching at some point, so I'll be talking about that on there and forgetting whatever I've seen.
Yeah, good stuff. Dion?
Well, when I'm not streaming tabletop RPGs with all my super cool, awesome friends, that's you guys, you can find me at my channel on Twitch, Substances Used, where I play retro JRPGs, do some GTA 5 roleplay. I've been really big into the game Schedule 1. It's a lot of fun, good little time waster. I play it way too much. But JRPG-wise, we're playing through Final Fantasy VI right now, and I'm actually kind of enjoying it. Yeah.
Good stuff. And on my end, I got a Kickstarter right now. If you will go to Kickstarter and check out Port Mirror. It is a 0-level funnel or gauntlet for Dungeon Crawl Classics or Shadow Dark. It's got dual statted for both. I did layout and editing for it. It's more than halfway funded, and it's less than its first week. So check it out. It's a lot of fun. We did play test it. It is on the channel, so check out our channel, Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com, and you can go through and look at our past games there. It was one of our Sunday Fun Day posts. So yeah, check that out. I think that's all for tonight, guys. See you all later. Thanks for joining us.
Goodbye,
Night, everybody.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.